Recently, French African countries have been rising against France and the grip it has on their nations. Just recently, Mali decided to drop French as it declared that it is no longer its official language. Not long after that, Vladimir Putin invited African nations, especially those under France's thumb. These countries all said enough is enough. They asked themselves, how can our countries be so resource-rich, yet we are so poor? Currently, there is a coup in Niger, which most of the citizens are in support. The military has ousted the government of President Mohamed Bazoum. Some of the ECOWAS nations condemn this act, and has given Niger's military a 7-day request to restore the ousted president. The new military government doesn't seem bothered. The very first thing the new government did was ban the export of their uranium and gold to France, as they believed they are being exploited by France, while their people suffer. This will be a lot of problem for France, as 1/3 of the homes in France are powered by uranium from Niger. Can you imagine that? Almost your whole country is powered by another country, yet that same country is the second poorest country in the world. It doesn't just end there. Over 80% of homes in Niger lack access to electricity, while France enjoys this. Gold is obviously one of the most precious metals in the world. Every country wants to accumulate as much gold as possible. The more gold you have, bigger your GDP and the richer your country. France gets all its gold from the African countries it ruled, including Niger, and now Niger just banned its source of power and its source of money. Do you think Niger did the right thing? Let us know what you think in the comments. This has made France angry, and President Macron gave them some warnings. France actually warns Niger that it would retaliate if its interest in the region is threatened, especially as protesters threaten to attack the French embassy in Niamey. The French president emphasized that he wouldn't take or tolerate any aggression against his country or its interests, and by interest I'm sure he is referring to uranium and gold. Protesters could be seen burning the flags of France and shouting "Down with France" as they supported the coup. Niger actually the 5th largest producer of uranium in the entire world. About 25% of uranium that entered the European Union in 2021 came from Niger, but they can't boast of power in their own country. As a result, over 60% of the population of Niger lives below the poverty line. In 2009 alone, a study ran by the Extraction Industry Transparency Initiative showed that French company Areva extracted uranium of over $4.8 billion, which is almost 1/3 of Niger's GDP today, but they only paid about $1 billion as royalty to Niger. That is outrageous. This has instilled anger in the hearts of the people of Niger, who also see it as them being exploited by France and the corrupt politicians they consider as puppets of France. It would be important to note that over 1,000 French troops have been stationed in Niger, especially in the capital city Niamey.
It's very funny to watch, right? After this whole coup in Niger thing, the West was too quick to start calling names and sanctioning things and so on and so forth. But it's funny to see that France has always claimed that they do not benefit anything from Africa, that they are just in Africa to help the Africans, to help those countries that are seriously affected by these insurgency groups, that the only reason they are in Niger or they were in Burkina Faso and Mali was to help these countries and their people fight against insurgency groups in their country. But don't you find this funny that when Niger asked them to leave, when Niger asked them to take away their soldiers, to pull out their troops from the country, they don't want to go? Isn't this strange? That you said you are only there to help somebody. For example, you came to my home and you told everyone that the reason you are in my home is to help me because according to you, I cannot help myself, that I have a lot of challenges that I'm facing and I need help. And you are the only one who can help me. Okay, fine. Let's agree to disagree on that. But then I said that, okay, right now I feel like you are not doing what you said you came here to do. That the security challenges that you came to help me with isn't getting any better. And I think that it's high time you move out. And then you turn around and say, no, I won't move out. I have to stay. So you want to help me by force, even though I don't want your help, but you're still going to give it to me anyway. Isn't that strange? So that makes us wonder, what is France really looking for in Niger? What is their motive for staying in Niger? Why is France refusing to leave Niger? If they are not benefiting anything from Niger, as they are claiming, why are they still there? Why haven't they pulled out from Niger? Because in a very normal way, right? Like in a very fair manner, if you came to help somebody and the person said that, sorry, I don't need your help, I believe I can handle these things by myself. What do? You say thank you and then you go, isn't it? That is what any person who has no behind motive would do. When I want to help you and you said that, I don't need your help, what do I say? Thank you. And then I move out. But if I keep on insisting that I have to stay, that I won't go, that I must stay in your home, it only means that I have a behind motive for not leaving. And all of us, the Africans, can clearly see that. You know, France has always played us. France has always pit us against each other. And right now, we all are seeing it. All of us, the Africans, are saying that, no, it's high time the French leave. We have problems, no doubt. We have issue with insurgency, all those groups here and there, no doubt. But we think that this issue should be left for us to handle. We will try our best to handle this issue by ourselves. And French is like, yeah, whatever you say, we don't care. We're still not going to leave you. We're still not going to move out. We are going to stay here and help you whether you like it or not. This is really strange. So why the French and the West are out there talking about Niger and castigating them like an entity that is not worthy to be. The Chinese are making progress. The Chinese are like, okay, we understand there is a problem. We understand that Niger should have a democratic process in place. And we also understand that having these schools in Africa is not the right way to go. But it has happened. Let's look for a way to coexist. So the Chinese ambassador met with the interim prime minister of Niger.